Fandatapong in charge of this one, Shark, and on paper it looks like another good one. Craig McDonald returning to the ring after a 2-year absence, a very good record when he was fighting, and seeing him out there and both these fighters. Have a look at the shape of them. William Robson, he's not interested in shaking hands and gets straight into action, and Craig McDonald has to hold the hands high and in a fair bit of trouble. Lucky the guard's good, Shark, because they're brilliant. Do the splits and get back up and keep going, says Robson.
Well, he has got a hard fight ahead of him because I know how tough the opponent is there, so he's got a... He can take that punishment and he'll bounce back. We know how hard he is.
Well, very fast start from Robson, and the question is, you'd have to wonder if they can keep the tempo up, but the look at the shape of the guy, there's not an ounce of fat on him, and he looks a little bit bigger, he looks a little bit taller. But McDonald, as you say, is doing the right thing. The guard is in the right place at the right time. And now he turns around, tries to get a bit of the knee work going. Fandatapong will be quite keen to let that sort of fighting go on, that's for sure. But a welcome back after 2-year layoff to Craig McDonald. And Robson still comes forward. Oh, and that's the nicest shot that he's fired with the hands, that straight one. McDonald.
Break that up. Well, can he keep that pace up for 3 rounds? That's the big question.
Well, I just noticed him taking some pretty heavy breaths, but he's still no sign of slowing. Chucks a knee in there. And really he hasn't, he is breathing hard. But I tell you what, the condition that he's in, he could recover very quickly. And what he's doing, he's not letting Craig McDonald get a look in. And a one-way traffic in round number 1 as we go back to the blue corner. Oh, yeah, welcome back, Craig. Well, we look at Craig McDonald as he gets ready to come out for the second, fighting out of the Nakanui gym, the 32-year-old dairy farmer. I asked him what he did for his hobby. He said sleep. He works 12 hours a day and then trains on top of that. So he should have the stamina to come back too. So it's going to be interesting, round number 2.
Yeah, and I remember his fights because I remember him as being a hard man. And look in those corners in between those rounds, I've seen a bit of heavy breathing going on there.
I can see some heavy punching going on at the moment from Robson, and still trying to keep the opposition, the blue cornered fighter Craig McDonald, unsettled and not get into any sort of rhythm, and he's managed to do that. Nice right hand there, a straight one. A lot of the punches haven't been straight, but when he does fire a straight punch, Robson, he looks very effective. Comes over the top, fighting out of the Rebel Lee guard gym. And once again, full on attack. Now McDonald in danger of letting the points slip away from him. You can let 1 round go, but very difficult if you get 2 behind. And he'll have to really pick the pace up from now on.
That's right. There was a lot of leather thrown in that first round, and the big question mark is look at the breathing. It's very heavy in round 2. It's still the early stages of round 2. There's a long way to go.
Well, that's the question we did ask at the start of the fight. Can he continue? But he hasn't. He really hasn't copped anything and hasn't been on the back foot. So way ahead in my book at the moment. Craig McDonald has to fight his way back into it. He's got it all in front of him as we get towards the end of the second, and Robson's still doing what's required, but does leave himself a little bit exposed, and McDonald starts to go to the body. Oh, beautiful right hand from Robson. Lovely hook from McDonald, short of the mark, and just skimmed across the top of the head. No damage done, but beautiful right hand again from Robson. And the end of the second, we go to the towels again. Seconds out for the third and final round, Shark, and can William Robson keep up the good work that he's done through rounds number 1 and 2?
Yeah, well, McDonald really has to pull something out of the bag. He's got to, he really needs to knock him down if he wants to take this fight. The second round was pretty close, though, and we'll see how it goes round 3.
Well, the question time for McDonald, and Robson's asking plenty of them. Now McDonald comes forward. He started to use the kicks to the midriff towards the end of round number 2, but now wants to go upstairs with the leather and maybe go toe to toe. I don't know. He hasn't been able to break the defence of Robson. Now it goes to the knee. Robson still keeping him away, this time with the front kick. Santa Adipong keeps a close eye on things. They get into a grapple. I'm not sure that he'll let that go on for long. He doesn't. Brings him back out to the centre. Robson has a sneaky look along at John Conway. Says, what do I do now, boss? Just keep it up, he says.
Well, he has kept that pace up in round 2 and round 3, and they're stealing the points, you know.
Yeah, he just doesn't need to get sloppy now. He's got the fight in the bag. But as we say on the fight game, one kick, one punch can turn a fight, one knee. But Robson, he's in excellent shape. Oh, well, yeah. And it was McDonald who took the staggery steps and looks in a bit of trouble again. Robson's starting to pick the shots now.
It wouldn't take much to go over. Fenner's watching closely.
Well, all credit to William Robson. He is ending the fight the way he started it, with without giving Craig McDonald a look in, and yeah, a pretty good performance at the end of it. He looked tired at the end of round number 1, and he dug deep and kept on going right to the end of it.
That's right. He did dig deep. He was that first round. I don't know how much of that I remember. It was sort of a bit of a flurry, and this man here just kept the pace up through all 3 rounds. The questions were asked early on, will he be able to keep it up? And he did. And
yeah, well, Craig tried hard and he changed tactics through round number 2 and come back, but yeah. Good to see these boys in such good shape at the start of the season, and you know, I hope we see both of them out there plenty more times throughout the year.
That's right. Yeah, it's always good to see the year start off so strong. You know, it's going to be a good one.